know what I'm doing?
What?
So you remember when we covered the RV?
Yeah.
All right. So we ran the RV before we covered it up, just warmed it up and got everything running. And then we had a storm come in, so I wanted to cover the roof, which that was fun. We had a 12 by 40 foot sail. So anyway, so after the storm, after we covered everything up, I went out there because I like to start the RV probably once a week. Terry will go out there during the week and start it and just keep the batteries up to par. So I went to start it and I got a no start. Crank, no start. Turn the key, won't start. So yesterday I'm thinking, okay, why won't this thing start? And it sounded like it just wasn't getting fuel. So I had Terry pick up a can of starter fluid, and I had her go inside the RV, and I sprayed the starter fluid into the intake, and it tried to start. It's telling me that.
Yeah, it did. Right.
So I can remember not hearing the fuel pump. The fuel pump on this thing. This is a Ford 460 F53 chassis. Technical difficulties here. Oh, I'm putting these on because it's freaking 11 degrees outside. So I've got no fuel pump. Fuel pump's not running. So it could be a couple of things. So I went online last night and I watched some YouTube videos to see, possibly. I'm thinking fuel pump's not coming on, so it's either a fuse, a relay, could be the PCM, So I went online last night and I looked at some videos of some people that quote unquote fixed the problem. And what pissed me off were these people, that YouTubers that are fixing stuff and putting in a description that they fixed something or the solution, and you watch their whole damn video and they don't give you the solution. Like one joker was like, oh, locations of your fuses and your relays. You think that he's going to give you a defined list of what the relays and the fuses are, but he doesn't. He just shows you, oh, you pop your front cover off and here they are. Okay, guess what? If you've got an older RV, finding literature on these things is tough. So when you need to find out what relay is working what, you really got to dig and do some research. You look on YouTube hoping that someone's already done it, but it's really frustrating when you waste 20 minutes watching a YouTube video and find out that they don't have the answer. The best one I like is when the joker cut his floor open to get to his fuel pump, did a whole bunch of stuff, had his buddies under there. They came up. He said, is it fixed? They said, yeah. He said, what was wrong? Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. He starts it up, throws his family in the RV and drives away. Didn't tell you exactly what he did, what found.
It was, right.
Just said, oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Wow, thanks for all that information, buddy. I'm going to go under mine and look for a bunch of stuff. So I'm aggravated, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to find out why I have no fuel to my engine right now. And I'll let you know what I find.
And where it is.
And where it is.
And that's typically what we want to do, especially with this channel. That's why I want to find all our footage from the hard drive, because I was filming all this stuff that Tom was fixing in the RV and where it was at, and he was explaining it, and I'm just so upset that I can't find the hard drive, because we want to help people and figure out where it is and what you can do to fix it.
I'm just tired of all you YouTubers out there that claim that you're fixing something and you're trying to give people insight, and all you're doing is trying to promote your channel. You're giving deceptive descriptions and you're not doing it. Have a good day.
All right. So you're gonna go out there, and then you're gonna have them hear what the RV is doing, right?
Yeah, I'll use my phone for that. You
Okay.
can add.
All right, and then I'll edit everything. All right. Okay. I'm gonna make breakfast. Here's the boys. Hi. Say hi. Hi, everyone. Yeah. All right.
So like we said earlier, the RV wouldn't start. Just cranks over. I don't hear the fuel pump engage. What I've done is I've gone to the front of the vehicle into the engine compartment and popped the fuse box cover and check the fuses, which is pretty easy to do, and I'll show you real quick. I'm going to turn the ignition on. This is just a simple test light. So this is a F23. The body chassis is it's a 97, they say. So this is a fuse box. So if you look up online, it's really difficult sometimes to find where your fuses are. So I've got the key on right now, and everything I find says that fuse number 18, which this isn't going to do any good, but fuse number 18 right there, this just says maxi. It doesn't say what it is, but so it's relay number 2 is your fuel pump relay, and fuse number 18 is the fuse that controls or feeds power to that relay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 20 amp fuse. I'm hooking one end of my test light to a ground screw. Okay, so the key is on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got power here, and I got power here. So that means the fuse is good. So if you want, while you're at the, if you want to check any other fuse, it's real simple. All you're doing is going from one side of the fuse to the other, and you should have power on both sides. Okay, so this is the relay. What I did, this is the quick dummy fix. Swap your relays. They're all the same terminal. They all have the same coil. So all I did is I swapped a relay out that I had replaced before that I knew was good, and put it in line, and I checked the coil first with an ohm meter to make sure that the coil was good. I got a good resistance, so I know that the coil's good. The relay itself, it should still be good. Short of jumping the terminals out in the board, I mean, that would be the next thing I would do if I wanted to really test to see if the fuel pump was working or not. And I haven't done that, but I can do that. So what would happen is, if you zoom in on this relay, it's got tabs on it. So let me do this. These are a bear to get out.
Then don't take it up.
Hold on. I want to show you. Okay. So what you have, there's 5 tabs on this, and if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, that center one's not being used on this particular relay, but you got a coil. So what happens is, from here to here is a coil, and that engages the relay. So, all right, so this is my, there's power there, and that's going to be a ground. All right, that's the hot, and this should be the feed to the fuel pump right there. Okay, so if you look on this relay, okay, 86 and 85, that's your coil. Power's on 30, okay, which is there. and that feeds over to 87, which is there. I've got nothing happening right there on 87.
Should you have the back feed or no?
Not
Like
necessarily.
you have on the other one?
It's hard to say. Sometimes, I'm a back to school mechanic here, so, I'm not getting any voltage on that, so that's telling me there's nothing energizing it. On this other one, there may be something that's back feeding through a light. Like I didn't check, I can't tell you what this one is without looking off the top of my head what it's feeding. But what I can do is I can take a jumper from here to here and see if the fuel pump engages. If it does, then it's definitely a bad relay, but this is a brand new relay.
Right.
And usually if you're swapping your relays around, you can usually find out if you got something that's bad or not. So like here, I know this is a good relay because we replaced it. It's not saying that relays don't go bad, but now there's no accessory on this
There's
one right
nothing
now.
there. It's
Yeah.
not even lighting up. Oh, that is.
Yep. So, and I'm not even sure. Like I said, I got to look and see. Like this is an RV, and they put all these packages on. Like this isn't normal part of the package. That's not normal part of the package. They just, add things. Like you got power from here to here, but you don't have power on the coil.
Right.
So the coil on this one,
And how do you know what relay that goes to?
I don't. I gotta look it up.
Oh.
It's a freaking conundrum.
Yeah. Well, I know this was a hot mess. All of this when you did the
So
checking the
basically,
wiring.
if what I've looked for is correct, this number 2 relay is for
Fuel pump.
the fuel pump, and the 6 fuse up, the 20 amp, that is for the fuse for the fuel pump. So
Uh-huh.
I've got power here, I've got power here. The only thing that I can really check now is if I jump from here to here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I should be able to hear.
That click.
I should
Something
hear.
that you said?
I should hear whirling
Something?
noise. Yeah, you should hear the pump. You should be able to hear the pump. So maybe I'll just make up a quick jumper and we'll check it that way too. So.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna check this fuel pump. I'm pretty sure the relay is good. So I want to just put power back to the fuel pump itself. So I'm gonna make a jumper. And what I'm doing is, because I want to protect the circuit, I'm going to make a jumper, but I'm going to put a fuse in line. So when I check it, so if there is a problem, it blows the fuse and not burns any wires that are pretty important. So I'm just making a quick adapter with because I don't have a fuse block here, and I'm not wasn't planning on going all this far today, but it is what it is. So these are my jumpers, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this fuse in here, and I want to make sure that I separate the this is the RV box. This is like everything we take with us when we go out in the RV, because you never know what's going to have to be fixed.
Nope. As well as other drawers.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm just doing this because I want to, I don't want to hurt anything. I don't want to do any damage. So, I'm making a quick little fuse block. That way, if there is a problem, it blows the fuse. And if it blows the fuse, I'll know immediately that, okay, we got a problem. So that's a 20 amp circuit. I'm only using a 15 amp fuse because I just need to see if it's gonna work. So I'm gonna plug this into the 2 terminals. The fuse is gonna protect anything. So let's go give that a try.
All right, and we have the generator on.
The
So the
generator's running
noise that
'cause-
people hear is the
We're running the
generator.
generator right now, not the motor. So I've got the heater going. The thing's been sitting here in the cold. I just want to warm everything up. So
All right.
the lights off in the RV.
All right, we're shutting all the lights. We're gonna shut the generator off. So then that way I can hear when Tom asks me to check and see if I hear anything.
So
All right, so the key was off. Now he turned it
see, now I have power to the coil.
on. I can't see. I just see your hands.
See the red light?
Okay, now we do.
All right, so now I have power here,
Yeah.
but there's no power here.
Right.
So you're going to go to the back and tell me when you get to the back, and I'm going to plug this in, and you tell me if you hear the fuel pump.
Okay. So you're just gonna plug.
I'm going to go from here to here. Boom, boom.
Okay.
From here to here. Boom. What I did is I've jumped from here, okay, where there's power, to here. So what I've done is I've put power on this side. So now I got power there. Fuel pump's not making any noise.
No, it didn't do anything.
Right. So I'm going to try just turning the key while that's in there. Okay. It's fuse protected, so if anything, it's just going to blow the fuse.
Okay. Ooh, it's cold.
All right. So
And what would have happened if?
if it was feeding power to it, it might have started. But since this is telling me, it's basically telling me right now that
Is it hot? What's it saying?
I'm trying to see if it feels. Didn't blow it. Didn't blow it, but it was starting to warm up. It was starting to warm up. Well, I got the power off now, but so yeah. So our next thing here is I need to drop the fuel tank and check the fuel pump. So we do have a fuel tank that is weeping, and we bandaged it up to make our trip with some liquid steel. It's still weeping a little bit. When it got colder, the tank contracted, it's leaked a little bit. So the next phase of this is we're getting a new fuel tank, and that's when we're going to change the fuel pump out. I'm not going to do it now.
Right.
So a quick way to do it would be to, if the fuel tank was in good shape, we would cut a hole in the decking
Right.
underneath the back bed.
Right. Like
And
we
then-
did for.
We did that for the water pump.
Right.
And then we would put a plate down. But since I have to drop the fuel tank anyway, we're just going to order a new aluminum tank. And then when we do that, we're going to put
Okay.
a new fuel
switch
pump
it.
in. So,
Okay.
so at this point, this is a no start situation, and it's because we have no fuel. I know I have fuel in the tank because the generator won't run unless you're above a quarter of a tank. So there's fuel in the tank. That's not the problem. I'm pretty confident to say that the fuel pump, cold weather took it out, I guess. It worked fine, and then the next day,
Yep.
it was dead.
Yep.
And that's the way things happen on vehicles. Fine one day, dead the next. So we're pretty much done with this for now.
All right. Now it's time to order
Pizza
pizza and wings because it's Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm going to plug the RV back in and just keep charging this battery because we don't have, I can't run the motor
Right.
to charge the battery. So
That
I just
stinks. All right.
want to keep it charged.
Alrighty. All right. I'm home with the pizza. It's in the oven. It's warming because it's cold. And I guess we're going to end the video here. As Tom was saying, we're going to have to continue the RV part with the fuel pump because we're going to have to get a new tank and take care of that at a later time when we get money and we're able to do that. And two, we have like a full tank of gas, so we're gonna have to empty that too. But
Yay! We got pizza and wings.
yeah. So happy Super Bowl Sunday, and
Go Seahawks.
All right. Well. Yeah. All right. Coda radar. What the heck are you doing? What are you doing? What is that? What are you doing? You like in the air? You got something stuck on your tongue? Come here. Come here. Let me help you. That doesn't look comfortable. Come here. All right. Well, I'm gonna take care of Coda. I don't know what he's got on his tongue or what he's doing, but all right. Well, you have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.